Alright everyone, welcome back to Jojo 101 where we talk about everything and anything in the Jojo's universe. Today's video we're going to be talking about stands. We love stands. Stands are really cool. Peak anime combat system. Anyway, what is a stand? A stand is a physical manifestation of a person's life energy or fighting spirit, and all stands are unique, and they're called stands because they're often depicted standing next to the person that summons them, according to Joseph Joestar, the GOAT himself. Another thing about stands are heavily tied to the soul or the fighting spirit, and every living thing has a soul. So every living thing has the ability to get a stand, including humans, dogs, birds, hawks too, rats, anything. It really is anything. And when a stand user dies, their stand and their ability completely disappears with them, and damaging a stand also damages the user unless it is depicted otherwise, because there is some cases where that does happen. So how do you get a stand? The main way a lot of characters in the verse get a stand is by basically getting one from their parents, because if a stand user has a child, that child is guaranteed to have a stand. Have stands is because they just adopt them from the previous one. In the bow, there's White Snake's disc, and in the new universe, there's the Devil's Palm, Jesus' corpse, and in part 8 we have the Walleyes. All of those are able to give you stands, and it is heavily speculated that some way the Stone Mask is also able to grant you stands. It is just no one has been able to figure that out in the verse. So what kind of stands are there? Out of the whole series, I have put together 9 types of stands, and we'll go by them like one by one. So first up we have power stands. Power stands are considered to be the most dangerous and powerful because their physical ability is their top ability. These stands include stands like Star Platinum, Crazy Diamond, Gold Experience. You know, the main Joestar stands, they all have like good powers, and most of them do have like some main ability. Like Crazy Diamond has the ability to mend anything that is broken, and Gold Experience can manipulate life energy. Next up we have range stands, which is basically all-rounders. While they're not as strong as power types, they have the ability and versatility to use anything in their advantage, often using their range to take down power types. Stands like this include Hierophant Green, Aerosmith, White Snake. The next kind of stand we have is a really interesting one, which is remote type stands. They're powerful because what I mentioned earlier about how a stand is connected to their user, like if you punch a stand, the user feels that. A lot of the time, these guys don't feel it. And basically, these remote stands have very crazy range, often going absurd meters. Examples being Highway Star, Black Sabbath, and Manhattan Transfer. Next up, we have ability stands, which they mainly rely on their one ability and often aren't humanoid and are pretty weak. Some example of these stands being Hermit Purple and Man in the Mirror. Next up we have enhancement type stands, which give you the ability to enhance yourself in any way or enhance anything. Like for example, Love Deluxe enhances Yukaka's hair, making it a lot stronger than hair usually should be. And some other stands like this are like the High Priestess, Strength, and Wheel of Fortune, as Wheel of Fortune is basically just an enhanced car, and High Priestess can enhance anything that's like iron. The next kind of stand we have revenge stands. These stands barely ever show up, but stands like this are stands that are powerful because they really activate after the user dies, or they have very big feelings of hatred, pain, or loss, or anything like that. Some stands like this are Ebony Devil, Stray Cat, Notorious Big, and a shout out to Part 7 Civil War. Next up, we have independent type of stands, which are stands that basically act completely on their own and have their own minds. For example, Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is basically their own, like, person from how different they act, and some other stands of this being Anubis and Superfly. Next up, we have Hive stands, which this is like small, like, multi-min stands. A good example is Bad Company. Bad Company is basically a bunch of tiny soldiers with like weapons, and they basically do anything the user asks, and yeah, basically just do objective, and they usually always have really good range. For example, Bad Company, Harvest, and Sex Pistols. And for our last type of stand, this is a pretty interesting one, is Act type. There's only ever been 2 in the series. I just wanted to give a special shout out to these 2 stands, Echoes and Tusk. These 2 stands act on an act system. Echoes Act 1, Tusk Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. Usually with every act getting stronger and every act having different abilities, but at its core somewhat staying the same. But other than that, that is really it for everything I wanted to talk about for stands. I mainly just wanted to explain them and how they work and how they could be classified. If you're curious about stands, I have a ton of shorts about every stand from part 3 to 7. I will be start working on part 8 soon. So if you're interested in that, hit subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you all in the next video.